Yo, what's happening everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Ranj and I hope you're all doing super well. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome, but if you've been rocking with me for a minute, listen, I highly appreciate you. So in today's video, like I'm going to show you, I'm going to be taking out my air vents. I'm going to be spraying them a combination of matte black, and the inner circle of the air vent is going to be Misano red. Now that didn't go as planned. And let me just show you why. These are the inner vents that were meant to go Misano red, and hopefully you can see, I'm not even sure if the camera's going to be able to pick this up, but these vents have just basically been absolutely ruined. That's the only, there's no other way, they're absolutely ruined, and I'm the reason why they're ruined. So I firstly started with Misano red, sanded it down. I can't even get into, I don't even want to get into the process, but ultimately I think what wrecked them massively is I actually sprayed a paint removal spray on them because I couldn't be bothered sanding them down to kind of get them completely bare, and it just kind of took the plastic away itself, so in addition to the paint, so that's why they were ruined and I could no longer use them. So these are going to go in the bin. The outer ring that I sprayed in matte black, that was absolutely fine. I never had any issues with that, but the inner rings are just absolutely appalling, and I don't know if it's just because of the spray paint I used. Let me tell you exactly what I did and what I've got in my car right now. If you want to get these parts, you have to buy the full vent from Audi. So since I couldn't get these anywhere, my only other choice was to buy complete vents and then to sell my current vents, and that's kind of how it played out. So I'm not going to take a massive portion of this video up by explaining this because the majority of the video still kind of remains quite accurate. Now, my two options were to buy completely brand new facelift vents for the 8V range. So off eBay, I already purchased some inner ring vents that were already red. Now, what I didn't know was that those rings were only for pre-facelift vents, and I didn't even know there was a difference between pre-facelift and facelift 8V vents, but clearly there was, and there is. So those rings I bought wouldn't fit my facelift vents, so I thought the second option was if I buy pre-facelift vents, sell my facelift vents, and that would mean that all I have to do is change the inner vents, and I wouldn't have to spray them red, because they'd already be red. All I'd have to do is spray the outer ring black, and since I didn't have any issues doing it last time, I thought that'd be the safest option, so that's exactly what I did. I bought pre-facelift vents from an Audi S3 8V, I sprayed the outer ring in black, and then I just basically switched the trim, which was already red. Now, as you're going to see, they look absolutely factory OEM fresh, and I'm so happy with the results. I genuinely much prefer the pre-facelift vents over my facelift vents, just because you get so many more additional features, and I think one of the reasons why they changed is just because it was Audi cost saving. So actually the vents I've got are actually much better, genuinely factually, than the facelift vents. So I'd highly recommend following this process if you're looking to do something similar. Now let's get back into the video. So the process to actually remove the vents, whether it's pre-facelift or facelift, is exactly the same. All you have to do is get a plastic pry tool, pry around the vent, get some leverage going so you can get your fingers around the actual vent, and then just literally pull away. They might be a little bit stuck, it might be a little bit firm, but just pull away, and it'll be very hard to break anything because there's really nothing to break when you're actually pulling the vent out, and it's simple as that. There we go. Okay. And again, the process to actually dismantle the vents and separate the outer ring and the inner ring is the exact same across the pre-facelift and the facelift air vent. So the inner ring is attached to the outer ring, so you need to remove the outer ring first. All you need to do is get a really thin tool, but in all honesty, you can just use a regular plastic pry tool, probably the best thing to do, and it won't even damage any of the plastic. But what you need to do is just gently pry around. What I found was really useful was to get one edge up first and then get the other edge up with my hand or fingers. And then to get the inner ring separated from the outer ring, all you need to do is push from behind the outer ring, because you can actually see where it is slotted in, and then just once it pops out, use your fingers, use your hand to kind of like just unclip it all around, and try not to break anything. Again, you really can't. I've done this twice now and I didn't. One thing I just want to mention is with the facelift fence as well as the pre-facelift fence, but this slightly differs on the pre-facelift fences, you're going to have a little metal spring. On the facelift fence you need to remove that, and then you just need to ensure that you pop it back into place, whereas on the pre-facelift fence, I don't know why, but it never popped out for me, so I just left it in, which was quite cool. So I'm not going to show you me spraying the initial facelift inner ring vents red, just because, like I said, there's no point. They absolutely got ruined, and now my vents are absolutely amazing. And one thing to bear in mind is if you didn't want to go red and you want to go black and yellow, black on green, the best thing about the pre-facelift vents is those little red vents that I got that I bought that were already red, you can actually buy and they're already yellow and they're already green. So I don't know why there's so much variety for the pre-facelift and not for the facelift. And I think the same goes for a lot of parts, like even for the rear diffusers, there's loads of stuff for the pre-facelift, but hardly anything out there for the facelift, which is quite annoying. But all I did was get a regular matte black spray paint can from Tool Station, few light coats, and that was it. I think it was like 3 to 4 coats, and that was it. It was absolutely fine. Due to the type of material this is, I didn't need to sand it down or prep it. It was literally just make sure there was no dust or dirt or oil on there or grease, spray it, and that was it. Jobs are good. So I'm actually so glad that I made the switch to the pre-facelift vents, because it's actually provided me a second opportunity to spray these. And I don't know what it is, but the way the paint has attached or amalgamated with these rings are just amazing. So the finish on them is absolutely amazing. As you can see, it looks very, very clean. I was really happy with them. So now we'll put the red inner rings in this bit here, attach it back to the vent, and then get it all connected back to the car. And there's just a quick comparison of the facelift vent versus the pre-facelift vent. And the main difference is with the pre-facelift vent, you can pull that in and out and change the airflow, whereas that one you cannot. We have this one. This is the ring, and then all we have to do is just pop it on, and then yeah, that's it. You just basically have to clip it into place, which I'll do. And there we have it. All of the vents are done. So now I just need to basically pop them onto the actual vents themselves and then pop them back into the car. I just wanted to quickly run you through something which is really important. Can you see that little metal pin there? It's really important that you get the center bit aligned with the pin which is there, because otherwise they will open and close fully. What I mean by that is, as you can see on this one, it's not aligned fully, so when I open and close this, it's those up fully shut, so which is really annoying. So yeah, and voila, they are now in. Had to be really careful about this. I thought at first I put some plastic bits on the side. As you can see, my car's a mess, but ignore that. But they look absolutely amazing. Now obviously this works, which is really cool. And then obviously, not better to see inside. If I open that, you can see that the back, that's open, and again, oh, that's why. You can see the vents working there, so that's shut. Yeah. Cool. And I have to be really careful about this, just because this is metal, and this is obviously, you know, the paint is still, it's not amazing, it's not factory finish, so I didn't want it to scrape off, because the last one it scraped a little bit. But yeah, I think that looks absolutely wicked. Red stitching, the carbon. Finally the car is finished, and I'm just so happy with them. I'll get the other one in. I've got something special happening in this right vent, which I can only assume you'll all know what it is, since I'm going stage 3 and I want to know as much information about my car as possible. So I'm hoping you agree that the vents look absolutely amazing, and I made the right choice by going for the pre-facelift vents. It's like they always say, things happen for a reason, and I think the reason these inner rings messed up is purely because I needed the pre-facelift vents in my Audi S3. But I'm also hoping the logo on my t-shirt that I'm currently wearing gives you a clue as to what the next video is going to be about, and why that last air vent is going to be quite special. I also want to give you a quick overview of the timeline of videos over the next couple of weeks. Now my car is currently in the workshop getting stage 3 work done to it, so I cannot even tell you how excited I am. My new exhaust is on. I cannot even explain. I can't even wait to show you my new exhaust. It's so loud. So currently it's running straight through, so it's ridiculously loud, like ridiculously loud. But I'm actually also recovering from COVID, which is a bit annoying. So that's why my voice sounds a bit dreary and I look a bit like, you know, I've not got a lot of energy. It's because I'm, you know, today's the first day I've actually tested negative for COVID, so I'm quite happy, but I feel like I'm still recovering. But yeah, that's why there's also been a bit of a delay in the videos. So next video is going to be a dash cam video, which is actually a promotion video, so like a partnership, affiliate partnership, which I'll go into. Then it will be the air vents video, and then it will be the next video which I'm referring to, which I'm hoping that again the logo on the t-shirt gives you a clue as to what that's going to be about. And then the video after that will be the intercooler, and then it'll be the exhaust and all of the stage 3 stuff. There is a bit of a backlog, but I am trying my hardest to catch up. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Something new again on my channel, also something new to the Audi S3 8V facelift. So there's no guides or videos of people, you know, retrofitting pre-facelift vents to their facelift 8V range. So how annoying, my mic died at this stage, so the rest of the video I'm just going to speed up. But ultimately what I said is, if you're new, please do stick around as always, because there's some really exciting content that I've got prepared for you guys, and I'm just waiting to catch up with this backlog and get it out to you. Cannot wait. And if you're one of the people who've been rocking with me for a minute now, or from the very beginning, I just want to say I massively appreciate you. Please do follow me on my social media platforms, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that bell icon for future notification. Like I said, some sick content on its way, so stick around, find out, and yeah, listen, look after yourselves. Until next time, take it easy, peace.